When the course instructor does not keep the pace normal, keep the pace normal, keeping in mind the learning ability of every student. As many students in engineering also come from non-computer science, that's very likely. I mean, till 12, how many students will have computer science? So we should assume that none of them are, they don't have any knowledge about computer science. And when they do not check the homework provided in earlier classes, because a student has put the hard work in it, and when it gets unnoticed, it breaks their heart. It makes a okay. So first thing is that it's the pace, it's the time management, okay, and also uh, the learning ability of every student. It's just that I as an instructor, I did not have the knowledge about the knowledge base of the student. Okay, and really why this happens? Most of how, if you take the academic journey, by academic journey, your teachers are probably 13, 14 years ahead of you. So you are just starting your graduation, and your teachers have completed graduation, masters, and PhD, and some of them even postdoc. So, because your teachers have moved ahead, they have forgot the level they had during their graduation. Okay, so while we are teaching someone, we should get down to the level of that learner. Many a time we forget that. Okay, many a time we forget that because because that is not my level, and I also don't have much memory of me studying during graduation. So people generally misjudge to understand the level of the student. And then computer science background, this is the same thing, that you should have the knowledge of the knowledge base of your student. Also, they do not check the homework provided in the earlier class, because the student has put hard work in it, and when it goes unnoticed, naturally the student will lose the motivation to do the homework for the next class. Okay, say for example, in a class of 50, even if the 10 students have completed the homework, the teacher should attend to it, because in the next class, if he or she does not check it, uh, even the 10 students won't do the homework, so it will demotivate them. Okay, and then Pritam writes, when we don't like a class, it may be because we do not have that much good friends in that class. Okay, when we don't like a course, it means either we are not interested in that course, or we don't like that teacher who is teaching that course, or maybe we are weak in that course. Okay, so certain things are internal, like I don't like it, I am weak. Or then there are certain things which are external, that my friends are missing and I'm feeling kind of disconnected, and also or maybe the teacher is not liked by us. When we don't like an instructor, it may be because the instructor also don't like us and treat us badly. Always, Pritam, it's always reciprocal, I mean, it's not only inside the class, it's throughout your life. Okay, it's always reciprocal. You don't like someone, they don't like you. Okay, if the students don't like the teacher does not like the student. It's always everywhere. It's not only within the class, it's everywhere. And then Govind writes, over possessiveness. Okay, so the teacher takes his or her subject too seriously, and does not think about other subjects that the student has. Bad behavior and making fun of any individual students. Okay, and on behalf of their looks, knowledge, or circle. Okay, always try to prove herself right, and most
important, herself or himself.
It's okay, Govind, it's okay. Even if it's herself, it's fine. And most importantly, all they teach was good and very accurate, but sometimes they should also try to understand our method or concept. That has again been pointed out by Anjali, that we should understand, we should verify that whether the students are with us. And then, yes, making fun and making on look, knowledge, and circle, and always try to prove that I'm the right one. Yes, I can, yes. And Anku writes, the characteristic that makes a class disliked are inability to develop interest among the students for the particular course. Okay, putting extra emphasis on the exams and making pattern rather than explaining the content. Okay, Anku, I did not get it. Making pattern rather than.
Ma'am, it's marking pattern.
Marking pattern. Okay, sorry. Marking pattern. Okay. Marking pattern rather than explaining the content. Okay. It's too exam oriented. The entire course was too exam oriented. Okay. Being too strict at times, which creates the fear among the students to be bold enough to ask their queries. Okay. So the first thing is that the lack of interest, the inability to create interest, and the second thing is that the exam oriented teaching, and it's too strict. Okay. Rajoshi writes, there are things like completing the course rather than making the student understand. They sometimes don't understand what the student is trying to say and take whatever the student say in a negative way, which sometimes make me lose interest in that course. Okay, so that the instructor did not pay attention. Okay, he or she lacked the attentive ears. And Deepjyoti writes, characteristics of a class I don't like, not having diversity. Okay? Disrespecting someone because of his. This is repeating. I guess Govind also told about this. Uh, Disrespecting someone because of his race, caste, social status, or making fun of, as Govind put it out, that looks, knowledge, or circle, body type, etc. I mean, two students have pointed it out, so I assume that it must be something serious. And I'm afraid if I did it ever, because many a time, we try to make some jokes or something, and I'm afraid if I have done that, it suddenly makes me conscious about whatever I have done in my class. I mean, when I'm reading it, I mean, no, it makes me very, very anxious. I mean, I feel that many of the things I also do. Uh, okay, not allowing to give his or her opinion, not give equal opportunity to everyone in the class, and then Shayantan writes, it really puts our moral down whenever a teacher discourages our ideas rather than correcting the faults. Also, sometimes when the teacher teaches for the sake of exam and we start losing our interest in the subject. There was an incident when a teacher was teaching too fast and one of my students asked the teacher to be little slow. Then the teacher, if he or she was going fast as the topic was not needed for the exam. This sort of incident makes us lose our interest. It's demotivating. So the emphasis is more on exam than learning. Uddeshwar writes, things that make a class disliked. Purpose of studying the course not clear. Yes, the purpose was missing. That is what I meant in the class. Okay, many a time the purpose is never explained properly. That why we are learning this. What is the application of this? Okay, we learn many a time the theory part, the abstract part, and the teacher never explains very clearly what is the application part, what is the practical part, what is the purpose of learning these theories. Teacher just trying to fill you with the theoretical knowledge and not giving real life examples and or analogies. Okay, it's similar. Students present in the class not taking the class more seriously usually ends in a lot of distraction and loss of focus. Yes. Because some of the students don't like the class, some of the students feel that they don't need the class, and the orientation of the class gets distorted. Lack of any activities regarding the course, or if there is, it's not taken seriously. Okay. I'm so happy that you had been so honest. I can understand that you had been very, very honest while giving this feedback. And the way you have structured your sentences, you took trouble. I can understand the effort. It's this long paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the end of it there are this full stop. Keeping in mind all the mechanics of writing, and then being very honest. The following things I dislike in a course instructor: always very strict, behaves very badly when approached, and when he or she thinks that he or she knows everything. Of course, teacher knows more than the students, and they should be respected. But sometimes the teachers also learn from the student. All obviously. And Rakesh says some teachers teaches ABCD in class and in exam. They expect more from students, and they question like apple ball. First of all, they should try to know the level of the students when they and that then then only they should ask the question. Okay. So there is a gap between the learning and evaluation. Deepjyoti writes, characteristics of course I don't like courses which are prepared without thinking the students. Outdated courses, not practical, all theory. Usage in real life and interesting uh, characteristics of teacher. Okay, then the next question. Characteristics of teacher I don't like. Finishes the course in the name of finishing it, not making complex subject easy and understandable to all, not listening to students' point of view. Sunil writes, I don't like a class. Many reasons may be behind this thing. And then amongst those many reasons, Sunil has pointed three. One is that we don't complete our homework on time. We don't complete our homework on time. We have many friends in class. We have interest in other things such as sports, etc. I hope you are reading each other's responses. Do you understand? Sunil's response is a little different. I don't know whether Sunil got my question wrong, but then do you understand Sunil's response is different? Can anyone tell me how Sunil's response is different from the rest? Is it different? Do you think it's different? Yes, Pritam, it's different. Can you tell me how is it different?
Ma'am, I think he's pointing out our mistakes and others were pointing out teacher's mistake.
Yes, yes. Yes, that is one thing. Anything else? Anything else? Somehow I felt that before criticizing the teacher, which was the objective of the question, Sunil started looking at himself. He looked at himself and then he probably will be looking to the teacher. But then he first criticized himself before he criticized others. And and I loved the way he has used we. Just look at the beginning of each of the sentence. Okay, he is considering the entire class. It's not I. You understand? He did not create any division among the class. Okay, it's we did not complete. It's just one unit. The entire class is one unit for Sunil. He did not say that some of the students took interest in other students, some of the students many friends in the class, not like that. For Sunil, the entire class is one unit, and that is very unique. And the second thing is that before criticizing the instructor, Sunil first started thinking about his lacunas, his shortcomings, and this is very, very unique, very unique. Thank you, Sunil, for pointing it out. Okay, Rajoshi, can you do me a favor? Can you please again copy this and...
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Can you do that in the same document?
Yes, ma'am.
In the same document. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, and then there are these two questions. Okay, for that I am not going to trouble you too much. Okay, I understand that it takes patience to type these long things. I'm just going to ask these two yes no type questions. Just answer yes or no. Hold on. Let me copy it. Okay, so here is the question. Did you ever teach or delivered a speech to a group of students, people, or kids? So now I am asking you to be on the other side. So till now, whatever you said, you talked from the position of a student. The courses you like, the courses you don't like, the courses, the methodology you preferred, why you preferred this, why you like this, why you did not like this. All these questions you did from the point of a student. Now I'm asking you to be on the other side. Did you ever teach or delivered a speech? Even if it's for 5 minutes speech or 10 minutes speech, it will count. To a group of student people or kids. Did you do that? Many times. Okay. Good. to know when you did it. Anku, when you did that? So you don't have to type it. Just tell me when you did that.
Ma'am, whenever we are in the PG or in our rooms, and before exams, we used to sit together, and whichever concept we have just cleared by ourselves, we just used to explain to each other. So I have done this many times. Also, non-academically, I have given speeches on different topics to my friends and
Okay.
lots of
Okay.
people.
Okay, so how do you think? How was your listeners? They're good, or they interrupt you, or they are attentive? How is your how was your listeners?
Uh, uh, when it is about the exams, they are very attentive, but at times, after all, they are friends, so they used to interrupt and crack jokes and all.
Okay. But then it's good that you are doing it, because when you start explaining things, you understand that there are certain areas which you have weakness understanding. Okay, it's only when you teach something, you learn it better. So it's actually a good methodology to explain things. And Shaunak, what exactly you did?
Ma'am, I took participation in an extempore speech competition.
Wow, that's
Ma'am, in
very
school.
difficult. Yeah, I got it, but then that's very difficult because you don't get time for preparation, isn't it? They just give you and you have to start speaking, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how was your listener? Your students were your listener, the judges, the teachers, who were your listener?
Ma'am, everyone, the students were also there, the judges were also there.
How was
So
your
there was
experience
no.
of giving the speech? You were tense, they were listening.
Yes, ma'am, a little bit tensed.
Tensed, yes.
Because of speaking in front of such a group of people, big group of people. And they did not interrupt because it was a serious issue, and there were teachers also.
Yeah. Yes. So even if they want, they can't interrupt. They can't make fun.
Yes, ma'am.
The way Anku's listener did. Okay, because this was informal gathering, so Anku's listener made fun of him. But then he took it lightly. But then for you, because it was a structured thing, organized thing, so no one interrupted. Good. And Shoham, what exactly you did? What exactly the occasion?
Ma'am, in school we had a science exhibition, and I was the main explainer in the group.
Okay.
I discussed the object that we made, basically the theory behind that.
So there were student visitors. They came in a group, and you have to explain it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what standard was your listeners?
Basically, judges came. They were from, I think, Kachar College and something of that order. And
and then
yes.
The students of which standard?
Mainly they were younger than class 10 level. They were younger.
Yeah.
A few of them came from the higher secondary section.
Okay, I got it. And keep aside the judges. How was the general behavior? What was the general behavior of the 10th standard student or 11th standard student? They were making fun or they were listening properly?
Basically, ma'am, it was a thing related to earthquake engineering, and basically it was beyond the capacities of most of the students who were listening. So basically, they respected what I told them.
Okay, great. Thank you. And Ayushi, what exactly was the occasion? Yeah.
It was Teachers' Day, and I was in class 12. I was playing the role of a computer science teacher, and to my juniors, to my immediate juniors, class 11 students, I gave them a lecture on Blue Whale. A game was trending that time. People were suiciding and all regarding an online game somewhere, that Blue Whale thing. I gave a lecture to the students.
Blue Whale. Yes, I remember. Yeah. I remember it.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I guess it happened some 2-3 years back, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Rakesh, how was your experience of this public speaking?
Ma'am, when I was in class 9, after the midterm examination, our teacher was evaluating our papers, and so the teacher appointed us as a teacher to teach in lower classes.
Okay.
In 5-6 classes. So we go there and give some English stories
So you
or
taught. Oh, great, great, great. Which standard? Which standard, Rakesh?
when I was in 9th, so we teach like 4 and 5.
4 and 5. How was your students? How they behaved? Did they take you seriously, or they created ruckus in the class?
They are like doing other things. They were not interested in that subject.
Okay. So it was little demotivating for you, isn't it? Because you took it very seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. It's little demotivating for the teacher when students don't take interest. Yes, I can understand that. And Deepjyoti, what was the exact occasion?
Ma'am, I was at class 10 and I was appointed as the class teacher of class 6. So I took the class that day.
Okay, and how was the class? Which class you taught?
Class 6.
Class 6. And what subject you taught?
Maths.
Maths. How was the response? How were the students? Naughty?
Some, not all, 1 or 2 of them are naughty and others listen. So I called those 2 and asked them to write something and everyone got silent and started focusing again. So I made them understand again and everything was okay.
He's the master of class management, you know. He knows very well how to manage the class. You just pick up 2 students and give them some writing task. The entire class will take it as a kind of warning that if we talk, we'll have to do something like this. So Deepjyoti is the master of class management. Very good, very good. And Tamalika, what exactly you did?
Ma'am, actually, there are not only one, but there are many instances where, like, I had given a speech. So one of the instances that I remember is when I was in class 7, okay, and it was our chemistry class, and ma'am said that she will be giving us marks on the basis of the topic. Like, she assigned all of the students a topic, and then she started calling the students by their names, and then we had to deliver the speech. So yeah, so this is one of the instances. And then I remember when I was in Aizawl, like just one of the teachers asked me to take care of a class, and then it was class 3. Class 3, I remember it. I mean, I was not in class 3. I mean, the class that I was assigned was class 3. She asked me to take care of the children, to look the children properly, and yes, she said that if you can teach them something, like take this book, and then like she gave me the EVS book, okay, and I was asked to teach something. So yeah, and yes, you also asked to deliver speech in the class. Yeah, so I delivered on pollution, the speech. And also, I had participated in an extempore speech competition in my class 11th, and yeah, in district level, I got the first position. So these are some of the instances.
Okay, okay. So, Tamalika, how was your experience of teaching your present batchmates, of speaking in front of your present batchmates?
Voice is not clear. I mean, I don't know what happened. Like right now, your voice is speaking. Please repeat.
Okay, okay. Tamalika, I'm asking that how was your experience of delivering the speech in front of your classmates? Because I know that
the recent one. I mean, the one which was asked by you.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Our class.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a very nice experience, and ma'am, to be honest, I didn't get a medical seat, so there was this lack of confidence. Okay, so these things actually pushed me up, gaining the confidence back. Like, I had somehow lost my confidence in this process of failure. I mean, of not getting a medical seat. So, like, these things were kind of helping me to gain back my confidence. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. And Ankush, what was the experience?
Ma'am, when I was in 10th class, I taught my junior students like 7th, 8th. Hello.
Yes, Ankush, carry on.
but ma'am, I never control them. They always make a noise in my class.
Okay. Okay, so how do you control them? Because unless you control them, how will you teach them? So how do you control them?
I beat him. Beat.
Oh my God. Okay, but then Ankush, you can't do it now. Okay, they have stopped all these things.
I have permission to
So
my
you
teacher.
Okay. So you have got this special permission. Good. Okay, thank you. And Inamul, what exactly was your experience of public speech?
Ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Inamul, we can hear you. Carry on.
When I was class 11 standard, iSpace and the function as space. Nowadays, I was this is some kids class 1 to nowadays. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, your voice is breaking. I'm not able to hear it. I'm not sure whether others can hear you, but then I can't hear you. Okay, we'll do one thing. Can you please type it in the chat box? Even if it's short, it's fine. Okay, you don't have to type it in complete sentences. Just type the points. I will understand. Okay.
Ma'am, now.
Yes. Now you can do it. Okay. And then Anjali writes, I had become the English teacher on Teacher's Day, and I taught father to son a poetry. Okay. Okay, Anjali, what was at which standard? What was the level?
Ma'am, I was in 12th and I taught to 11th grade students. It was Teacher's Day, so we had to do this.
Okay. So how was that student? How was this 11th standard student?
Ma'am, actually, I was very active in public speaking. I was the captain of the house and I used to conduct all these programs. But when I had to teach the other students of my juniors, it was not a very great experience because no one was listening and I didn't get that much response that I usually used to get while having a larger audience.
I can't understand. When you are conducting some activity, people will respond. Okay, but then when you are teaching, they are not attentive. I guess that is what you wanted to say.
Yes, ma'am.
When you are conducting some kind of activity, people generally respond. But then when you are teaching something, they are not attentive. I guess
Yes,
that's what you wanted to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So for activity, they will have all energy. But then when it comes to listening attentively, people are generally reluctant. Yes, I can understand. And that affects the performance of the speaker as well. Okay, when the speaker can see that the audience is not listening properly, so it kind of demotivates the speaker.
Yes,
okay, and Udeshwari, I used to give tuition to some local children while I was in 11th and 12th class. Okay, what standard, Udeshu, the children, the age of those children?
Ma'am, their standard range from class 1 to class 7th. There were
okay. How many of them? How many of them?
6 students, ma'am, total.
6 students. How were they? You were strict. They were mischievous. They were nice.
Ma'am, actually, I live in a very rural area. So in this area, people are the kind of proponent of spare the rod, spoil the child type.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I was also acting accordingly.
Okay, great. Good. good, Desha. Because if everyone believes that, you have to act accordingly, isn't it?
Yes,
so you can't bring the belief system of another sphere to a different sphere. Okay, I mean every sphere has its own belief system, its own way of executing things. Okay, and Shantan, what exactly was the occasion? Shayantan, if you can use your microphone. I'm not sure whether your microphone is working. Oh, she left. Okay, it's okay. We'll wait for Shayantan because he generally gets interrupted. I can see him leaving the meeting time and again and joining. So I guess he has a network issue. So we'll wait for Shayantan to come back. And Pritam, yes, Pritam, what was the occasion?
Ma'am, in my school, there's a rule of giving speeches during assembly. So all we have to, so all.
That's a good thing. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So all we have to give, not all, they will call name. So 2 or 3 students have to give a speech daily on assembly, and they used to call my name almost daily. I don't know why, but our headmaster used to like me or used to hate me, but he used to call my name daily. Daily means weekly, twice or thrice. So I have to give speech.
Okay, and how was the occasion? People are generally attentive, isn't it? Because the teachers are there.
Yes, ma'am. All are attentive. And I also teachers, ma'am, in Teachers' Day, ma'am. I used to taught biology.
Okay. So you are the speaker of your school, isn't it? You are the preferred speaker of your school. Kind of. Okay. Govind. Yes, Govind. Can you share us the details?
Yes, ma'am. Many times I deliver a speech, but my best memory is
Govind, Shayantan, Govind, can you please share the details?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, many of times I deliver speech in front of our class or assembly, but my best memory was when I was in class 10.
Yes.
I represent a whole Guwahati region, ma'am. In KV Barakpur, Kolkata, I represent whole Guwahati region, ma'am. And I was the in charge. I was the commander, and we do a great rally, and we got second prize there.
Great. Okay, and how was the experience?
Ma'am, it was awesome, ma'am, and I felt very confident that time. And ma'am, because I was in class 10, yes. And many of our were 11th and 12th. That's why, ma'am, and I was younger.
Yeah. So it was a kind of challenge for you, isn't it? That you have to prove that you are better than, you can be better. So age is not a number. It's just a number, and your class, your 10th standard does not matter. Okay, you took it as a challenge. Good. And yes, Kamalika. And Sunil, yes, Sunil, can you give us the details?
Yes, ma'am. I gave a speech in this year in our university. When our university, our department had a workshop on Python workshop. Then I and Aditya and Asis was 3 students only from first year. In this workshop, the last day, during this workshop, last day, Asis was not there. I and Aditya was present. Then our HOD ma'am said every year of a group, come only one student and gave a speech on this workshop. Then I went and I gave a speech on that workshop.
Okay. So it was in Assam University, in our department itself. Okay. So how was the experience? You were tensed, or you suddenly felt that you have lost speech? How was the experience?
My experience was very good, but I was nervous because I had not prepared for this speech. Then I was nervous, but this speech was very important. I gave speech in my seniors and among us my seniors and teachers. So this speech was.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. Okay. Okay, so it's 2:32. This is the end of the class. Okay, so I'll have to stop here, and Rajushi will send me the feedback. Okay.
Yes,
thank you so much. So we'll continue with this. Okay, maybe not continue. It's almost done. So okay, so we'll be meeting on Monday. Monday will be meeting and we'll talk about it. Okay, what are the things we expect from our teachers or all these things. Okay, so thank you so much. And if you have any doubt or if you want to add anything, you can stay back and ask. Because today's class is 1 hour class. So it started from 1:30 and it got over at 2:30. So I have to close it. So great. Yes, Rajushi. That is what I told you, that you can use the same document and add this. Okay. Thank you. So if you have any doubt, if you want to add something or if you want to say something, you can say or stay back, else you may leave the meeting. The class is over.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.